Hey guys, welcome back to more episodes of NCIS. We're on our 2 episodes for the week, which is also going to conclude out this season 4. We've got episode 23 and 24. Are we going to get a 2-parter? Are we just going to get the last episode that leaves us in suspense? To be continued? I've no idea. There's no hint with the titles that there may be a 2-part episode, so not every season has to have a cliffhanger of sorts. It doesn't always have to be a 2-parter, but what I have come to learn with this show is it's unpredictable. You can never actually tell. So I'm looking forward to these 2 this weekend. I'm recording them at the weekend. No idea where they could possibly go with it. It could just be story driven. It could be character driven. Let's go find out. We'll do the first of the 2. This is episode 23 of season 4.
Check the ID, check the trunk. No dogs, hate dogs. Looking for bombs of Bin Laden, I guess.
Claire.
Finally.
Drop off?
Guy says he wants to see someone at NCIS.
Couldn't you just drop him off at the gate?
Lower the window, please, sir. Photo
Why is he
ID,
not
please,
moving?
Sir. Step out of the vehicle, please.
Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. And the taxi driver didn't notice. Where's Jenny? Why?
You didn't read it.
Scaletti case. You know the case agent, Jeff Gilman. He's a good man. Well, then the director should be here instead of shopping in Paris all week.
An Interpol anti-terrorist conference isn't shopping. Transferred in from San Diego.
Hollywood special agent. Rejected.
You have to give a reason.
Wow, he's from Hollywood.
It's her private line.
And he is standing in, therefore he gets to answer it.
Hello?
Cynthia.
Cynthia?
No.
Jethro.
There you go.
Is the agency intact?
I cut it up into small bitsy pieces and sold it to the 3-letter board. Well, I accepted some speaking requests for you.
Tell me you didn't send out acceptances for speaking engagements.
Of course not,
Yeah,
director.
I wish she knows
Thank
better.
you, Cynthia.
There's a dead body in the taxi at the main gate case.
Ah, that
I'll be
one.
right there.
There we go.
The case
You,
files.
you can't do both.
I'm on my desk.
This is when
Not
the
often we
director
get to walk to a
responsibilities
crime
go out the
scene,
window.
if this is a crime scene. No obvious signs of bruising. There's nothing natural about a man of his age keening over an
not a
taxi
chance.
cab. Death by embarrassment is not a certifiable cause, however intriguing the notion.
Excuse me, Ducky.
It's about time that boy fell in love.
Hey,
I found a house.
house.
Fair
I
enough.
thought we were renting an apartment.
It's the most adorable little bungalow, Tony.
I love playing house with you.
Not the same thing.
We'll play house tonight.
Well, I predicted that Gibbs would last 4 days as director before reverting to working a case.
There you
This
go.
is Thursday. 4 days.
Curious.
Now he's working the case.
Every time he's been at the crime scene, he's been there to investigate. How is today different?
So you would have Gibbs give up his post as acting director just to win a $50 pool?
Yes.
Yes. No,
I
what's that?
trust that if Gibbs is more than just curious, you will inform me.
Scout's honor. I was an Alpha Chi Delta wet T-shirt spring break talent scout. Does that count?
Of course you were.
It's a house, Carly.
You
not a
did,
state.
actually. You can't just drop that on him.
Buying a house in one phone call? Are you crazy? Leave the real estate section of the Sunday paper next to the toilet.
Injured or ill when you picked him up?
No,
Not really.
assuming not.
He was kind of out of breath.
Like he was running?
Yeah. Good luck tailing anyone in DC traffic.
Did he speak to you?
Fair enough.
Not a word.
Yeah, Gibbs. SecNav is holding, sir. SecNav?
Got the director on the phone?
SecNav.
Wonder what Gibbs did wrong.
Slipped into Jenny's heels. Ziva, take the driver's statement.
I already did.
Photo on the Yemeni's driver's license matches the victims.
What else? List. 7 names on it. Farhan is number 5.
Oh,
Obviously, whatever he wanted to tell us had something to do with this list.
here he is.
How does the POD hope to maintain a classical ballet company?
Is there no classical work schedule?
Dominant.
I know you want to corner the market on F-14 components, René, but even if the Iranian paid top euros, by the time we split the shipment for transport...
We're not splitting the shipment. She sails for Moose the 23rd.
If the Americans stop her, you risk losing not only the components, but the ship.
Don't you know Americans pay more to keep the F-14 parts out of Iranian hands than the Iranians pay to get them?
Nice in 20 minutes.
Time to refresh.
We know who he is, right?
She is relentless.
Does that surprise you? She is the first female director of an armed federal agency.
Have they located? Colonel General Dmitry Polov?
Not yet.
Perhaps they should.
Okay, I'm already starting to get the feeling that this could be the main talking and story point for our end of the season here.
Never had a fair die on me. Couple of heart attacks, a suicide attempt or two, but
Any
none
babies?
of them died. I met him in the cab. The guy who does my taxes, I met him in the cab. Poker buddies met him in the cab. I even met my wife in the cab. 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
This is your statement?
What I say doesn't count when the boss is here.
Like me when the wife is around.
According to immigration, Hamal Farhan applied for a student visa twice and was turned down twice.
Even if he had it extended for a year, he's here illegally.
Should we notify immigration and deport him?
It's a good one, boss.
Anything I can get you, Mr. Kelly?
My cab so I can leave.
To eat or drink?
Philly cheesesteak and a beer would be nice. You gonna lock me in?
No, but there will be an escort outside the door.
So
is that another name for a guard?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Thelma, you're never gonna believe where I am.
Okay, fair enough.
And whatever caused his demise is not evident from my autopsy. And there's no sign of violence.
So what the hell did he die
lumps,
of?
bumps, punctures, or holes.
Memories of what?
These floors are pretty clean. The ones I remember were dirt.
Let me guess, short-lived career as a cabbie.
Ship in the night. My first time.
For what?
Front seater back.
What do you think?
Oh!
Oh!
My first time was in a weapons carrier.
It would be.
Of course it was.
He was a cabbie, putting himself through school.
Wait a minute. We got something there.
That impression matches Farhan's
Contact.
foot. The cab must have been clean before he was picked up. Crossed his leg like this,
Then he died.
in a very relaxed position.
No, I know he was healthy and young, but it does happen. SADS. No, it is SADS. Sudden arrhythmia death syndrome.
Right, sir.
You check out our cabin?
SADS.
Not yet. That is my next task.
5 of the 7 names found on the list in Farhan's wallet are dead.
Which of the ones you called?
When?
First died 3 weeks ago. The last, not including Farhan, Monday.
Sudden arrhythmia death syndrome.
I know what it is, Ziva. It's number 2 on the list. Sean Price. 24 died of SADS.
The others?
Heart attack. On list, 5 people.
Didn't even find the 2 live
We've
names
got
on
a
this
death list
for
here.
connection.
I read the obits. If there's a connection, I didn't see it.
Oh, there's a connection. What? They're all dead.
Yeah.
When'd you have the cab cleaned?
I got it that way from dispatch.
He was looking over his shoulder?
Okay.
Till he was sure we weren't being tailed. Maybe
So
I just
he
thought
knew.
relaxed.
He
Somehow
knew
he
something was
dead.
not right.
Can I get my cab and go now?
Not yet.
41 Robert Smiths. 2.
And I notified the Yemen embassy of...
Director Gibbs,
Another.
your
Uh-oh.
cell phone is off.
Because I shut it off.
I also told them you were acting director.
So they would
They're sending an attaché to identify the body.
Yes, that is.
Is some way, somehow, this taxi driver
When
involved?
we know how he died and why.
You suspect murder?
I always suspect murder when a healthy young man dies of no apparent cause.
You
It is
and
our
him, they
request that Mr. Farhan be turned over to the embassy.
want to take him.
Kid must have been a hell of a gardener. Money.
So why are you
You
here?
are acting director of NCIS, I believe.
Director will be back at the end of the week if you want to wait around.
Mr. Farhan wanted to attend an American university but was repeatedly denied a student visa.
So he took up gardening.
The embassy every Friday, just to pick up a paycheck.
He was connected.
The son of one of the Prime Minister's advisors. Amal wanted to learn English and study American culture. Amal was not the type to be involved with terrorism.
He asked to be brought to NCIS for a reason.
I cannot imagine why.
Who asked to talk to NCIS was killed.
When was that?
October 10th, 2000. 2 days before the terrorist attack on USS Cole.
There's something proper dodgy going on here.
No, not
This
Adam
is
West.
going to be one I'm not going to be able
Adam
to work
Zyla
out.
or
Can already
Thomas
tell.
West.
Justice called on the Scaletti case. They've granted the defense permission to do their own ballistics tests tomorrow.
Tell Special Agent Gilman this is his case.
As acting director, you have to sign off on it.
Lots of signing of paperwork.
We still have those case files to review. See them later.
Yeah, she's actually scared of him.
He's had a hack license in D.C. for 22 years, other than a couple minor traffic violations he's claimed.
I don't know about this guy.
He has been here a while.
Glad lawyers have a hired gun coming in to check Abby's ballistics.
I mean, it would be the perfect cover.
Really rather not.
It wasn't a request.
Sometimes
You want someone, if somebody's doing all of these as a hit list and making them all look like kind of accidental deaths or death by misadventure that would classify it as, i.e. there's no real reason as to why they died. It was Ziva who had come up with the SADS theory, but he'd be able to hide completely in plain sight. He has a car to be able to monitor, to be able to travel, to be able to stake out. And what's the easiest way to get someone in your vehicle? Taxi. So he may be involved, or it may just be a coincidence that was the mode of travel as to how this guy ended up here and died.
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. There's plenty of them.
Naval Criminal Investigative Service.
Most people don't know what it is.
The validity of my ballistics.
Okay, they're hoping that you made a mistake.
Yeah, they are.
But when their ballistic experts don't find any, that makes your forensics all the more damning in court. So please do not let desperate lawyers grasping at thin polystyrene tubes upset
those.
Please.
Not that I don't love you, because I do. Kinda. You know, like the way I love puppies.
I could have done without that comparison.
My wife doesn't believe I'm being held by Navy cops.
Yeah,
He's a material witness.
You know how wives are. They don't trust you as far as they can kick you.
No,
you seem to be
How did you get
very
away?
persistent about
After
this.
a while, women, they just don't like me.
The guy was my first fare. Flagged me down outside Kelsey's bar on 25th.
So Gibbs thinks he's lying.
I have a dozen Smiths left.
Did you call to apologize?
Yeah. You're right.
Should he have to for that?
I should have taken more time.
Me too.
So should
I
you.
sprung that house on you.
Look. Yeah, when?
Saturday. I gotta go. I love you, Tony.
Love you too, Sean.
Come on, you can tell us what you're feeling.
Stop nagging my baby, or you can plot the mouse
Yeah.
spectrograph yourself in
You saw that, right?
You do?
No, not until Major Mass Spec tells me if Farhan was poisoned or not. You gonna run another ballistics test?
No. I've already quadruple checked that. I'm gonna quadruple check that now.
Yeah, she's
Abby,
paranoid.
you did not make an error.
She doesn't
By the
like
time you get back,
anyone
the
questioning
kettle
her
will be
work.
Saxitoxin.
Never heard of it.
It's a neurotoxin. It's found in most cases of paralytic shellfish poisoning.
You ate a bad clam?
I don't know.
What are you looking for?
Gibbs.
He's a little bit off his game since he's been playing director.
Is that so? Both of you, get out here.
It is eaten by oysters, clams, mussels, and is responsible for the deadly phenomenon known as red tide. And the body basically forgets how to breathe, how to live. Then
This
it's
sounds like an
practically
ingenious way of
undetectable.
killing someone.
Good work, my dear.
Thank you, Ducky.
Yes, well, 0.6 of a milligram could kill an adult.
Farham's death was accidental.
Not likely. His stomach was empty.
There's nothing in nature with that high of a concentration.
The pill was synthesized using contaminated butter clams.
By who?
Our old friends, the CIA.
Oh, really? Well, it wouldn't have been the Germans, would it? They wouldn't do something like that.
I have located him. Place de la Concorde. Circle the obelisk. I will be waiting where Marie lost her head.
I was a bit clogged and
Place de la
dagger.
Concorde and hit it.
There is something we're missing here. Why are we focusing on the taxi now everyone's left? No. Now come on, no way. They've checked this whole cab. Well, I was wondering why this one was called Trojan Horse. There it is. I don't know, I guess you won't be looking inside a seat for a person. How did he not suffocate? I obviously want something or someone in here. Yeah, that tells you the numbers that were used, not the sequence. Oh, okay, fuck off. Got one of them. Damn, that was quick. Evidence room. That's why they're here. Is this something to do with that, what was it, that skeleton case something? But that doesn't connect with this, and it can't be. Interesting. How the hell did the guy smuggle in a taxi? So the taxi driver's in on it. Or the company is, one or the other. This is interesting, because this is a continuation of...
After Pulp Fiction, a gun aimed my way in a car makes me nervous.
Everything we've been waiting for.
Put it away, Hector.
And turn around, Hector.
Colonel General Borov.
No foreplay?
No time.
No. He is in Nice. I'm joining him later tonight.
After letting him go.
General Borov's address.
He's in a hospital?
Really?
Dying of lung cancer.
Oh.
Pull over by the bridge. There's an e-ticket in your name with a visa at Charles de Gaulle.
Fucking CIA, man. Everything has to be cloak and dagger like fucking James Bond time. I mean, we know how obsessed Jenny is at getting this guy. She's going. So what per se are you after? It is the skeleton one. I was right. It's not linked. Wait a minute. Wait. Cock. Excuse my French. So this guy has obviously been hired by them, by the Skeletis, to be able to remove said evidence and blow Abby's case and the other detectives out of the water completely. And this guy somehow has managed to circumvent, well, everything. Getting into the NCIS base, Abby not being able to notice or detect that there was anyone in the cab. But how does him connect with the guy who died in the cab, who was coming to NCIS for something else? Is this just a remarkably really bad coincidence that both of them were coming here for a specific reason? Or has he killed him? Oh man, this is complicated. I don't know why. I just don't feel like they're... Oh shit. Now she's in danger. Because if this guy thinks he's going to get discovered, he would kill you, I think. Oh man. What have you spotted? Is that from the seats of the taxi come off his clothing? It's the styrofoam insides of the car seat. Yeah, he was ready to kill her.
We're trying to establish a timeline of
He's now
Farhad's
locked in
final
there.
ride, Gibbs. Our cabbie did not take the most direct route from the embassy.
No.
Dropped down along the river,
Ever.
circumvented the city center.
How much?
$27.65.
Is this the route you took to the Navy Yard this afternoon?
More or less.
More.
Does not match the distance you said you traveled.
There was traffic. I was trying to avoid it. Got jammed up. The wife. I'm gonna
Really?
take this because she scares me more than you guys.
The switch. Now get us the hell out of here.
I'm trying, Thelma. I'm trying.
Yeah, well, try harder, sweet pea.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna let me go soon.
Say better, or you're gonna end up like your fare.
Okay, so maybe I took the long way around. What?
So these two are working together. Gibbs was right to keep this guy all along. The whole wife thing was just a little bit too planted, a little bit too in your face, a bit too obvious, even though that could have been completely plausible and he's just a henpecked husband kind of thing. But he said, oh, you're going to end up like your bride. So he killed him, but he killed him in that manner with this cytotoxin or whatever. What the frick is going on?
Tell me I can get my cab and go home to Thelma.
He's playing it well, but he knows he's lying.
Abby's done with the taxi, and he's been here all day.
Got nothing else to go off.
Thank you.
Nothing else to go off right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dude, you're plugging it too much. You're plugging it too much. She's going to figure this out.
Bingo.
She needs to be quick.
Did it get there?
Yeah, how did it get there? Because she wears the red overalls, so she knows it's not her.
It's an NSA decryption program scanning all possible connections between people on the list.
There's a 5 and a 3 and all their social security numbers.
That's it. No other connection.
Nope. No common churches, social clubs, schools, fraternities, nothing.
Pull up the full pages of the obituaries. What do your eyes go to?
The photos. You think their names were randomly picked from the obits?
Gives the appearance of a hit list to distract us.
Gibbs. Unless this foam grew legs, something weird is going on. But this is the foam that we found on the floor of the taxi, and this foam is exactly the same.
The point.
Well, I just found this foam inside evidence lockup.
Which is impossible. Lock it down. Lock it down. Oh, it would be zero, wouldn't it?
Too late. He's gone.
Oh, crap.
Never had my ass give me orders.
What?
Main gate's coming up.
I mean, this was well
NCIS
done.
call about me?
They did, sir.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're not going nowhere.
Okay.
Thank God for
Out of the
that.
taxi.
Usually,
Wheel
they
and
end up
step
getting
out. I
away.
can't do both.
Guess.
Gibbs, thank God you're here.
He's in here.
Tell these gyrenes I can go.
Which seat?
Which seat? What are you talking about?
The accomplice you smuggled into the evidence lockup.
Thelma looks like you when she's pissed, only she doesn't have a gun.
Dude,
thank
shut
God.
up with your
Run
wife
her
thing.
back. Name.
Mario Vincetti.
Mario. Slowly,
Oh,
hands
we'll
first.
start shooting.
There's no sense in getting...
Yeah, we'll start shooting. Very, very cleverly done.
I said drive faster.
And to think I pitied a murderer.
I didn't know. I ain't no murderer.
Let Scoletti's lawyers do the talking, dummy.
Come on. I'm gonna get 10 grand. Take Thelma on a princess cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh, will you
Second
shut
honeymoon.
up about Thelma? So the
Enough
guy
with
was
the evil
already
eyes.
dead.
Reminds me of my mother.
Permission to shoot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you come all the way from America to see my grandfather.
Actually, I was in Paris when I found out he was ill.
Lung cancer.
I'm sorry. I'm writing my father's biography. He and the Colonel General were close friends.
Most days, the morphine affects his memory.
Let's hope this isn't one of them.
We've got two cases going on here. That one's kind of solved, but this has been ongoing for a long time.
Stuff the crackers. Do you have a cigarette?
Нельзя сигареты. Cigarettes put you here.
Kill me twice.
Exactly. I get people at that point saying, I don't care, give me a cigarette.
It appears to be a good day. We'll find the vase.
Cuban cigars, 4 American cigarettes. You did not come all this way
Give me a
to
cigarette.
watch an old man die.
He's
I
nothing
came
to
for your
lose.
signature.
Does it say?
That you verified the destruction of Warsaw Pact weapons that were in fact acquired by an arms dealer known as La Grenouille.
We had to mutually verify. La Grenouille paid him too.
Implicating her father.
Ask your father.
My father's dead.
She can't.
He beat me to it.
Yeah.
When?
12 years ago.
He stood where you stand. 3 weeks ago, smoking a cigar.
Oh, I just got fucking chills from that. Oh. Okay, now I'm looking forward to the season finale now because that's the thing we're more interested in. The other case has been solved. Damn. Okay, I wasn't sure what was going to happen towards the end of this season, whether the last couple of episodes were going to be connected in any way. That whole case we've had has been resolved with the Skeletti business, but obviously Jenny's still trying to get to the bottom of, well, trying to nail him once and for all, the frog. And now she's getting information that this old colonel and her father were involved, is implicated in, but then he drops that line at the end. He died 10 years ago. Why in the hell would he make himself disappear for the last 10 years, even to his own daughter? What did he say? We stood here where you were 3 weeks ago. Interesting. As regards, we'll have to come back to that, and I'm assuming that's where we're going to go in the final episode. Maybe this whole drawn out case that we've had that's been going on for ever since we saw Tony was starting working undercover for Jennifer, the director, season ago? What was it, the start of this season? Was it towards the end of last season? I can't even remember now. So maybe we do finally get a conclusion to it in the next episode. I can't wait. I'm going to go watch it now. You guys will get it the following day. What I would like to say is, whether we get a completion to that storyline or not, just sidetracking for one moment, Jean with her, let's not rent an apartment together. She went from let's rent an apartment together, and that was a big deal for Tony. We went through all the rigmarole of him deciding whether he wants to actually move in with her and whether he loves her and all the rest of it. And she's gone straight from that on one phone call to let's buy a house. The other nurse that was talking to is right. You're like, you need to back it off a little bit. You can't just drop that kind of bombshell on a guy that you don't even live with yet. So there's more to come from that as well. There's a few things that need tying up at the end of this season. It was interesting and funny to see temporarily what Gibbs would actually be like as director. Useless. The man knows his job, but that job is not compatible with him. He can't sit on his ass signing paperwork, checking reports, checking cases. As soon as there is something to be done, he's out that door. And Cynthia caught the arse end tail of it. It was a little bit apprehensive at points, even coming to him, questioning him, telling him he's got to do this, he's got to do that. And he stated himself before, I wouldn't want the director's job if you offered it me. It's like a captain becoming an admiral. Suddenly you're taken off the bridge of a ship and you're put behind a desk and you no longer have that. It's almost Captain Kirk or Captain Picard or whatever. It's almost that scenario of while I'm that, I can make a difference. I can help people. I can save lives. The minute you put me behind a desk, I'm just a civil servant. That's all I am. I'm just signing paperwork. It's interesting that she's moved on to that from being an agent, just the same as that Gibbs was in the past, but she has adjusted to that and she can play the political game on top of all the paperwork and all the rest of the crap. Gibbs does not fit that role, and I don't want him to. Right, we will be back with episode 24. Don't miss it. Don't forget to post your comments down below, and if you are watching on YouTube, I would appreciate a quick sub to the channel. I will be back next day or so with episode 24. We'll see out the season and see where we end up at the end of that. Please join me for it. If you do want to watch anything of these in full length, don't forget there's always the link in the description that will take you to Patreon. And I've done enough plugging. I will see you for the season finale next. Take care.